Okay, I'm not doing the dramatic side. Okay, I just did. But anyways, hello everyone, this is Evil Spirit, and welcome to another video. As you can tell by the gameplay and the title, I'm talking about Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. No, not the game itself. It's a great game, by the way. If you have a Switch and you haven't bought it yet, yeah, I recommend go buying it because, I mean, look how fun I'm having getting my butt beaten by Cloud. Anyways, I was watching a video, and it was, well, actually, I was watching the new Smash Bros. Direct, and it was good in my opinion. I mean, I think Byleth is a cool enough character. Sure, he's another Fire Emblem character, more about that in a bit. But I thought that his attacks were pretty cool, even though it is a sword. He does use other attacks. He kind of reminds me of how Corrin was, you know what I mean? But anyways, I'm talking about how some of the Smash fans has took this way too far. Now look, I'm fine if you want a certain character in Smash, and I get why people don't want Byleth in Smash. But how they took it, how some of them took it, not all, but how most of them took it was in a poor light and put others to think that the Smash Bros. Ultimate fanbase is toxic. I'm going to read what a tweet actually said regarding the situation. Let me look it up. Here it is. It says right here, Fire Sakurai. The hashtag Smash Direct was a mess. Smash Bros. Needs a new director. Sakurai is ruining it with his favoritism. We have fan-favorite Nintendo characters that have been waiting for more than a decade, and Sakurai just takes over them. Sakurai is so ungrateful. Hashtag F Fire Emblem. Now, I'm going to say this right now. Fire Emblem, if you haven't played it, is really good. It's a really good game with a lot of good story. And if you don't like the strategy type aspect, and you don't like anime-esque stories, then it's really not the game for you. But I have been playing a lot of the games, and I like it. But how that person was saying that we need to fire Masahiro Sakurai, who has been working on the game ever since it was created, and worked on games such as Kirby and others, most notably a Kid Icarus Uprising, if you haven't heard of it. Anyways, he has made these games and put a lot of heart and soul into them. And he had fun making Smash, even though it was kind of bad for his health. Now, what that person said is, oh, we need to fire Sakurai because he technically doesn't add in my character from Smash Bros, but he adds in Fire Emblem characters. First of all, I hate that. I hate that someone could be like that and say, oh, we should fire Masahiro Sakurai because my character isn't in Smash. Look, I have a lot of characters that I want to be in Smash. Again, I have a video on my main channel talking about who I want in Smash. And what you just said was the most idiotic thing I have ever heard in my life. Because, one, again, Masahiro Sakurai takes a lot of time and effort and even livelihood to just make it. And yet, you're saying that? Do you know how hard it is to make a game like this? I can't even make one, and I've been trying to take a lot of coding classes, which I guess doesn't really count. As these entire things been going on, people were saying that this is the worst character they could ever add in Smash. It's just another Fire Emblem character. I understand where they're coming from. Except I have a few points that can go against that this is just another Fire Emblem character. Sure, he's from the same game, but he does use different attacks that's not just basic sword attack. Also, wasn't a lot of us kind of excited when freaking the hero from Dragon Quest was in Smash? Sure, he was literally had some difference in his movesets. He didn't just use his sword, but some of his attacks, mostly the A attack, was his sword. And you could say, well, he does use other attacks. So does Byleth. Byleth uses a bow. Byleth uses some other weapons. Now, it does get a little bit more aggravating whenever I realize that people think that characters like Geno should get into Smash. Oh boy. I don't care if Geno gets into Smash. I haven't played Mario's, I was about to say Mario 64, I have, but Super Mario the RPG, and I haven't played any game that has, like, very obscure characters. People want Waluigi in Smash? That's another Mario character. People want a Gen 9 Pokemon in Smash? Well, guess what? That is literally another Pokemon character. There is more Pokemon characters than Mario characters. Yet I really never even hear people complain about them. Yet literally Mario and Luigi are literally just kind of like the same. I know, they are extremely different in some cases. But so is Robin and Lucina. So is Roy and Ike. So is Byleth and Marth. Ike is more of an axe-wielding like character. Sure, he uses a sword, but he uses it like if it was an axe. And he's a heavier character. And Byleth uses different weapons. And of course, Corrin uses Dragon Fang. So, yeah, I don't get why people always complain about this. I never complain when we get a new Pokemon in Smash. I wasn't watching the November 1st Direct back in 2018 going, ugh, another Pokemon character, because I didn't care. Sakurai already put in a lot of characters that a lot of us love. Byleth is not a great addition. Sure, he's owned by Nintendo. He's not third party. Really? I don't think we always need to have just third-party characters in Smash. Remember back whenever we got Roy's Our Boy in Smash 4? And Lucas and Mewtwo? Sure, they're veterans. So that's what makes them cooler. This game doesn't really have veterans. But, and I'm saying this now, just because they're not veterans doesn't mean that people would have had the same reaction. I think if Mewtwo was never added, then everybody else would be extremely excited that he was added in Smash 4. But yeah, it's a Nintendo character. I know, Nintendo's running out of Nintendo characters to really add. Except they're not. There's still some characters that really should be added. Nitten would be cool. And I just kind of switched this entire thing from why people hating Byleth is dumb to we already have enough Nintendo characters in Smash. And that is a point that's always brought up. We already have a lot of Nintendo characters in Smash from what a lot of people have been saying. And we do. I mean, we don't have all the Legend of Zelda crew, but we have the ones that matter. And we have all the Kirby characters that matter. Oh, and can I just say one thing? Just because we keep adding in Fire Emblem character, well, Sakurai keep adding in Fire Emblem characters, doesn't mean that he doesn't care about the fans. I think a lot of people are getting that mixed up. And people are even saying that they're unsubbing to Nintendo's YouTube channel. Which doesn't matter, but yet they're just doing it because they're mad about nothing. I also want people to remember that we're not the only country that gets Smash Bros. Characters. Remember, I do believe that a lot of people from Japan really do want Fire Emblem reps in Smash. Fire Emblem is really cool of a series. But I'm not talking about the series, I'm talking about him being in Smash. His inclusion makes sense, too. Like, if they added in Sans as an actual fighter, it wouldn't make sense. He's not a legacy character. I'm glad that if he was a fighter, I wouldn't be complaining, but I'd honestly think that people need to calm down. And that's all I need to say. Everybody who complains about Byleth in Smash, I don't like that Byleth is in Smash, needs to calm down. It's petty, and it's annoying. You people are, like most of you who complained about this, are adults. Or at least growing up to be adults. And I'm not saying that adults can't complain that their favorite character is in Smash. But complain to the point that they want Masahiro Sakurai fired and that they're unsubbing to the Nintendo channel and promoting people to dislike the Direct? That's very petty of you. And it upsets me. I like that Byleth is in Smash. I like the fact that Banjo's in Smash. And I hear people all the time go, "Oh, if Banjo was in Smash, then I don't care who else gets added." Yet when Byleth got added, a lot of those same people are like, "Ugh, why is he in Smash? Oh, why can't we have it? Why don't we have Bottles from freaking Banjo-Kazooie? Why can't we have freaking Toon Tinkle?" It's like, dude, you're being very immature. And look, you do what you do. But I'm just saying, remember, Sakurai's human. And he's not going to do what everybody likes. And if you have a real big problem with it, well, there's one thing. If you already bought the Fighter Pass, don't play as him. I mean, play as him to find out what he's like. Maybe you'll like him. I know, it's another Fire Emblem character. But remember, Eternal Reward's another Pokemon character. Piranha Plant's another Mario character. So, it's kind of hypocritical how everybody reacts so happily about Incineroar. But they act very disappointed when it's a Fire Emblem character. And I get it, he's a sword character. And he should just be a costume or whatever. But remember, he's also different than all the Fire Emblem characters. But I guess I should just shut my mouth, huh? Anyways, I do not want any of you guys to harass these people. These are just my opinions about it. And I don't hate the Smash community, but I dislike them. Goodbye.